me listening to a radio station where
it's controlled chaos. Stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM KCAA. NBC News Talk Radio.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you do.
Wake up, America.
look at your young men fighting. Look at your women crying. Look at your young men dying. The way they've always done before.
Controlled chaos. Is it controlled? Check this poll out. By the way, I'm Gary Garver. Yeah, check this poll out, man, that I read this morning. Oh, happy Thursday, everybody.
Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading. The way we've always done before.
Now, you know, I go out and get stories in the morning. You know, I come in here early to do the show. Controlled Chaos, yeah, that's what you're listening to. Humans, Americans, aliens, wherever you're from. I consider myself an alien. Thank God I'm not a part of the human race. I really am not. Check this poll out, man, because of all the chaos going on. Almost a third of U.S. voters think a second civil war is coming soon.
When they shot the man who said peace could last forever, and in my first memories they shot Kennedy. I went numb when I learned to see, so I never fell for Vietnam. We got the wall of disease to remind us all that you can't trust freedom when it's not in your hands. When everybody's fighting for their promised land. I don't need a civil war. Feed the rich while it buries the poor.
Amen, Axel. Check this out. This is no joke, man. This is how crazy our society has become. Really? Civil War in 2018? 31% of probable U.S. voters surveyed said they think it's likely that the United States will experience a second civil war sometime in the next 5 years. The next 5 years. Democrats, 37% of Democrats think it's going to happen. Jesus Christ, man. Really? I don't want to hear about it anymore, do you? 30%, 32% of the Republicans think there's going to be a second Civil War within 5 years. Come on, man. Really? You guys really think that? A third of Americans think there's going to be a second Civil War within 5 years? What blows my mind is that more Democrats think that's going to happen than Republicans. Oh, jeez. Really? Don't you have more important things in your life, like your family, to deal with and loved ones, than to think this crazy nonsense of a civil war? You know how many millions of Americans were killed by their brothers, cousins, own family members, friends? We really want to go through that? I mean, people are insane, man. We got to listen to each other, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is why I do the show sometimes. I mean, I really don't care about doing the. I mean, the show is one thing, but the reason I like doing the show is because I'm like right in the middle, man. I mean, when Trump does something good, I talk about it. When he does something crazy, I talk about it. When Clinton was running, I talked about how asinine she was and how elitist she was, and that's what blew it. She was too elitist. And that's why you got Trump in there. She thought she was above everybody. The Clintons thought they were above everybody, and they weren't. So that's why you got a Donald Trump in there. And this is crazy, man. I just saw that this morning, and I'm like, Jesus. I just want to get stoned. Anyways, it is Control Chaos. I thought I'd just give you, like, I hope you guys don't think out there there's going to be a second Civil War. I'm hoping a third of the people that are listening to the show do not think there's going to be a Civil War within 5 years. Listen, man. I mean, you know what? We all got to get along on this planet, man. And there's way more important things on Earth and in your own personal life than all this political nonsense and BS, man. I'm just so over it right now. I'm tired of it, man. Aren't you tired of the BS and crap that goes on in politics? Like, I guess Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy retired, and now there's going to be a big battle. Trump's going to actually have two nominees in the Supreme Court. They're going to run it right through it, and there's nothing the Democrats can do about it. The Democrats blew it, man. I mean, they totally blew it. And they're paying the price for it. So and now abortion supposedly might become illegal again, and same-sex marriages and all this stuff. So we're moving backwards instead of forwards. I don't know. It's just chaos. And now that listen, it is what it is. It's crazy. But I just figured, I saw that, I'm like, over 30% of Americans think there's going to be a second Civil War within 5 years. I didn't even think about that. I mean, it's not even in my mindset to even think that. We need to get in the middle, man. We need to talk to each other again. We don't talk to each other anymore. I think that's a part of our society, though, because the internet, and nobody has any real social skills anymore. Do you really talk to anybody on the phone and have a long conversation? Like, back in the day, you used to talk to somebody for like a half hour to an hour on the phone. When's the last time you had a half-hour conversation on the phone with someone? You know, even a family member or whatever, about anything. You don't. You talk for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But everybody texts messages. Even when you call somebody, they'll text you. I do this all the time. Somebody will text me, but I can't explain it in a text message what I want to relate to them. So I'll call them on the phone, and they don't pick up. You know, I mean, nobody wants to talk to each other anymore. And this is our problem with our society, is we need to communicate with each other. You know, and this stuff going on in with the Democrats and Republicans, and just the rhetoric and hatred. It's just pure hatred. You know, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's just crazy. There's so many other things important in life than this. I mean, you know, I brought my mom down last week to see her brother, my uncle, her younger brother, who had a serious stroke. That's reality, man. His recovery is reality. My mom seeing her younger brother in the hospital laid out, not being able to speak, his right side of his body paralyzed, okay? That's reality, man. I mean, these are the reality things that are important in life, not some Donald Trump BS or him meeting with Putin or whatever, or this, I mean, yeah, I get it with the abortion rights and the Supreme Court and all this craziness, but man, I mean, I don't know. Is there any solution? I hope there's a solution. I'm sure there's a solution. We need to speak to each other. We need to be more civil with each other instead of creating a civil war. Anyways, I'm Gary Garver here. It is Thursday. We got plenty of stories to talk about. I want to talk about how it's a first medicine that is derived from cannabis that was approved by the FDA a couple days ago, and we'll talk about that. Talk about LeBron James coming to the Lakers. Let's hope, huh? Let's cross our fingers. And we got all sorts of chaotic stories to talk about. Plenty of chaos always here on the Controlled Chaos Radio Show.
Controlled Chaos.
Only works if all the little cogs mesh.
1050 AM KCAA.
This is Gary Garver, and I've written a book called Radio Blows. It's all about my career in the radio business, my time with the Howard Stern Show, and celebrity interviews, my top 10 cool celebrities and my top 10 uncool celebrities. Here's a sample of a couple cool ones and a couple uncool ones.
Make a citizen's arrest on me? Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff here. Yeah? All right, I'm holding you. Call, get the marshal. Get the marshal? We'll see who's wrong. We'll see who's wrong. Get the marshal right now? We'll see who's wrong.
Are you one of the scary morning people who are gonna ask horrible things? You got that look. Are you?
Do I have that look?
You do. You got the look like, watch me do something I would have in second grade.
If you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose? I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
If you're on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, Radio Blows, available now on Amazon, Amazon.com, and Kindle. Radio Blows. If you want to get in the radio business or find out the inner workings of radio, it's a must-read book.
Hi, I'm Phil Grady at philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
I'm Jim O'Hare. I'm here to help raise awareness for CADASIL, a genetic disorder that affects 1 in 25,000 people. CADASIL can cause strokes in young adults, leading to memory loss and dementia. Patients may experience migraines with aura and mood disorders as early as 20 years old. Presently, CADASIL is being underdiagnosed and often misdiagnosed as MS or some other neurological disorder. So please visit curecadasil.org and learn more about this devastating disease and learn what you can do to help find a cure.
This is Gary Garver from KLSX in Los Angeles, our Los Angeles correspondent with former President Jimmy Carter.
President Carter, it's an honor to meet you. Can I ask you a couple questions for CBS Radio?
Okay.
If you had to do it all over again, would you have bombed the hell out of the Ayatollah?
No, I wouldn't have bombed the Ayatollah because I could have destroyed Tehran. I could have watched Tehran. First of all, this is our nice question to get the things going, you know. This is good. He seems to like this question. Tehran?
Yeah, he's the only one who knows how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Got every oil refinery they had in the country, but in the process, all of the American hostages would have been killed. And what I prayed for was that every hostage would come back safe and free, and everyone came back safe and free.
They sure did.
If you were on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
From the four corners of the world, dumbing down his IQ so you can understand him. It's Gary Gardner. Now you might hate your face.
All right, it is Control Chaos. That was President Jimmy Carter. Oh, man. I never wrote any of those questions, by the way. Just telling you. Anyways, KCAA and also iHeartRadio, iHeart.com. I'm Gary Garver once again. You know, I don't even know who to vote for in 2020. But I guess Joe Biden, remember Joe Biden, Vice President Joe Biden, Senator Joe Biden, is leading the Democratic field in a new poll. Almost 1/3 of registered Democratic voters back former Vice President Joe Biden for the party's 2020 presidential nomination, making him the front runner in a new poll. So there you go. He's the clear leader. Coming in he's the clear leader at 32%. Who's coming in second? Who do you think's coming in second? You won't even believe it. Hillary Clinton at 18%. Are we done with the Clintons, for Christ's sake? Isn't that why the Democratic Party's all effed up, and that's why the Supreme Court's going to be conservative for the next, 40 or 50 years because of Hillary Clinton? You can put the blame on her and her elitist views and attitude, to be perfectly honest. So Hillary Clinton's second at 18%, followed by Bernie Sanders third at 16%. Now, I think a great ticket for the Democratic Party, and I would vote for this, I'd vote for the Democrats on this one, would be Joe Biden as president and Bernie Sanders as vice president. Let's just do it. Just make it happen. But, they'll try to do something stupid. The Democrats will try to outthink themselves because they always try to outthink themselves, and they always screw up when they do it. They'll probably try to put somebody else in there, but Joe Biden would be the front runner. Joe Biden, what I like about Joe Biden, I think a lot of people would like about Joe Biden, is that he's real. He'll tell it like it is, just like I tell it like it is, and people don't like hearing it sometimes. They don't like being told the truth or whatever, or have it in their face. But Joe Biden's one of those cats that will be honest and tell it like it is. Plus, he isn't some rich cat like Donald Trump or something like that. He's come from, from a working man class. He lost his wife, when he first married his first wife. She passed on in a car accident with one of his, I believe, kids. And also his son, Beau Biden, passed away a couple years ago from a brain illness. And so I think Joe Biden would be great. And Bernie Sanders, I like Bernie Sanders' point of view, and I like his progressive stuff. And he'll bring in all those Bernie Sanders voters that if Hillary Clinton, and I was talking actually to my mom about this yesterday because we were watching all this craziness going on and with Trump and everybody's the abortion law, Roe versus Wade is going to be ending, and same-sex marriages and all that. I really doubt all that's going to happen. It's going to go kick down to the state. So all we're going to be doing is the state of California will be one of the states that will have same-sex marriage and abortion rights. I mean, you're just going to have to move to California. You may not want to live in Alabama, but you might have to move to California to do it, and New York and wherever other progressive states there are. That's what's going to happen. It's not going to be completely illegal to do it. It'll just be federally abolished, and that's how, it's weird how they all put the spin on it, and it may not even happen. I mean, it's already law. Roe versus Wade has been around for 50 years. The Supreme Court to reverse it, they normally don't do that. They might, but they normally don't take that into account because it's been law for so long. Same-sex marriage might be a different story, but anyways, you'll still be able to do all those things. It's just going to be under state law. But if they bring in Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden, I think that could be a really cool ticket. That would be a ticket I would vote for because Bernie Sanders would bring all the young Bernie Sanders voters in, Joe Biden would bring working class people in. So, and I like Joe Biden. I mean, he said some stupid things, but who hasn't said stupid things in the past? So, anyways, Joe Biden's leading the 2020 Democratic nomination, but the Democrats will screw it up. We know they'll screw it up somehow, some way. They always do. All right, listen. This is sort of cool. Now, I've been taking care of my brother. I'm his caregiver. He's got this terrible disease. I run these PSA announcements. CADASIL. Basically, it's a mutated gene that has caused him to go almost blind. Mobility's bad. His mental health is really, really bad. And I've been taking care of him for the last 4+ years, going on 5 years now. No cure, no nothing. So what he does is he smokes a lot of weed, tons of weed. He's smoking me out of house and home lately, man. But the cool thing is, and I've been talking about this, about legalization of marijuana and how, with Jeff Sessions still calling it a Schedule I drug and blah, 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 and all that crapola. It's ridiculous. I really do believe not medicinal marijuana, but the legalization of marijuana will happen by 2020. I think that there's going to be a lot of change happening in the next 3 years. I think they'll be legalizing marijuana federally. I really hope they do because it's ridiculous. But Rite Aid is ready to sell. This is cool because I go buy his drugs at Rite Aid, or not buy them, but I get his drugs, his medicine at Rite Aid. Rite Aid is ready to sell its first cannabis-derived drug. Finally, the FDA has approved a drug called Epidiolex. It's Epidiolex. It's a treatment for epilepsy. All right, so it was approved by the FDA a couple days ago. So the first cannabis-derived drug has been approved by the FDA, which is going to open up the cannabis industry to mainstream pharmaceuticals and doctors, which is fantastic. Because, I memean, listen, man, when you're going through, the only thing that makes him feel good, my brother, is smoking weed. So if I can give him a pill instead of medicine, having him, because smoking weed, I mean, it's okay for you, but when you smoke so much, of course, it's going to affect your lungs and things like that. And your respiratory system. So if he can take a pill or something like that, I mean, they have medicinal pills and, the cannabis oil and tinctures and stuff like that. But I like to get it at Rite Aid, you know what I mean, over the counter, because I know it's going to be really good stuff. If it's, if it's pharmaceuticals, the pharmaceuticals, you know how the opiates are. They're the best, right? That's why everybody's addicted to them, because they're so damn good. So this is very, very good news. So the first cannabis-derived drug, Epidiolex, has been approved by the FDA and will be starting to be sold at Rite Aid very, very soon. So it's going to open up the cannabis industry for medicinal use, and that's what we're talking about. Not everybody's a friggin' stoner that just wants to get stoned and bong out all day and play video games. This is helping so many people out. And I took some. I had a guest on my show a couple weeks ago that gave me some oils, because my back was hurting me, some lotion, some cannabis oil. Lotion, and man, it helped my neck out. So it really does help you out when you this stuff does help you out. It's it's ridiculous what's going on with this weed, and I've been saying it for years and years, and hopefully they'll be legalizing it completely. And I'm glad finally the cannabis industry is getting a chance to make medicine for people that need it, for cancer patients and epilepsy and mental health and stuff like that. I think it would help out people a lot. Okay, I know it helps my brother out a lot. Listen, I'm a big advocate for exercise. In fact, yesterday I went out there and walked the golf course. I always walk the golf course. I carry my bag. I don't tote my bag. I don't push it in a push cart or something like that with wheels. I carry my bag. I've been carrying my bag since I was 18 years old. I'm 56 right now, and it's one of my great things to do because it's great exercise. In fact, my legs are fried right now because the day before I actually did run, because I go on the treadmill and I've been doing 3-mile runs like every other day. Well, I was like, hey man, I want to try doing an under 8-minute mile. So the first mile I did a couple days ago, I did it in 7 minutes and 50 seconds. It about killed me, but then I tried to play golf the following day, which was yesterday, and my legs were like rubber bands. It was like rubbery, but check this out. I'm a big advocate for exercise, man. Always have been. I don't think you need to go out there and bust your ass in the gym every day. to be healthy. You do it, in sporadic times and whenever you feel like it. Like I'm going to go out and wash my mom's car and wax my mom's car today. That's exercise to me because I'm spending 45 minutes moving my body and you're sweating a little bit and stuff like that. Well, check this out. This is from the CDC, Centers for Disease Control. 23% of U.S. adults get enough exercise. Just 23% of adults get enough exercise. About a quarter of U.S. adults meet guidelines for both aerobic and muscle strengthening exercise in their spare time, according to new data from the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommends that people between the ages of 18 and 64 engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate physical activity or 75 minutes of vigorous physical activity each week. Okay, so you break it down. So that's what, 2.5 hours of moderate physical activity or an hour and 15 minutes of vigorous physical activity. So moderate physical activity is like walking. If you can walk around the park for 20 minutes every other day, you're getting your exercise. So I don't understand why people don't take better care of their bodies. I just don't, you bitch and complain about, being overweight and not eating right and not sleeping and all this other stuff. I feel lethargic. I feel depressed. Go out and exercise. If you're feeling depressed, man, when I'm bummed out, when I'm not feeling good, when I'm down or whatever, or just going through, the life stress, I go out and exercise, man. I'll go out there and, that's when I really do it. When I'm feeling stressed, I'm gonna go to the gym, man. I'm gonna run this off, or I'm gonna lift this out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna lift some weights and just burn it out. You got to go out there and work out, man. 23%. So 1 out of 5 people is doing enough exercise. The other 80% is not doing enough exercise. Colorado has the highest rate of people doing exercise, 32.5%. Mississippi is the lowest. Men at 40.5% meet the guidelines of physical activity. 20% of women meet the guidelines of physical activity. So listen, I'm telling you, people of Earth, you got to go out there and exercise. And you don't have to go out there and bust your ass in the gym. Just do a little bit of exercise every day. I'm telling you, man, it will make you feel good. I feel so much better after I go. And I don't want to go out there and do that. You think I want to go run 2-3 miles on a treadmill or go lift weights for 45 minutes or do some ab work or whatever? I don't want to do it. But guess what? I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy on planet Earth. I want to live to. My goal in life is to play golf at 100 years old, walk 18 holes on a golf course, and carry my bag. That is my goal in life. Now, I may only be carrying like maybe 3 clubs at 100 years old, but that's my goal in life. That's my only goal in life, is to be 100 years old. When I turn 100 years old, I want to walk 18 holes on a par 72 golf course, not a par 3, no, 7,200 yards with my golf clubs. Okay, that's my goal in life. So, please exercise. It's good for you. It makes you feel good. It makes your mental health feel great too. And then smoke a little weed on top of it and do a shot of tequila.
ABC Talk Radio, 1050 AM, KCAA.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
This is Judge Herb Dodell, and our show is called For the People. It's available every Monday at 4 o'clock, from 4 to 5. And we'll be talking about all kinds of things pertaining to the law and how it really works from the inside as opposed to the outside. So tune in and learn all you need to know about the legal system and how it works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grady of philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do, it's a video, Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Right. Thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Gary Garver, Jew of the... what can we say that's not going to piss him off? Never mind.
I love it, man. I love that clip. All right, Controlled Chaos. Yes. Oh my, Controlled Chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM. In the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Joe Jackson, the father of the Jackson, passed away yesterday at the age of 89 in Las Vegas. Joe Jackson, I mean, he took a lot of crap, and there's a lot of rumors of him abusing his kids and, doing weird things, and I don't know, but the dude made them all famous. I mean, if it wasn't for Joe Jackson, I don't think the Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 and LaToya Jackson and Janet Jackson, they all became stars. I mean, superstars. And I think Joe Jackson had a hell of a lot to do with that. But maybe he was a tyrant, but, man, he made them all rich and he made them all famous. And maybe his methods were right. Who knows? But anyways, Joe Jackson passes away in Las Vegas at the age of 89. So there you go. Also, Putin and Trump are meeting in Helsinki on July 16th. So what's going to happen there? I think Trump's going to ask him for those videotapes that Putin has of him with all those ladies of the evening. Remember, the rumor has it that Trump was in Moscow for the Miss Universe pageant, and supposedly they had a videotape of him with a bunch of hookers, prostitutes out there. Rumor. I'm just saying it's pure rumor. But I wonder if that's the deal, because it's crazy. I mean, Trump loves like Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin, but he can't stand our real European allies like Merkel and the dude Trudeau and all these other cats. It's such a weird dynamic. And by the way, I guess there were satellite images of Kim Jong-un and North Korea building their nuclear site up, one of their nuclear sites up. There's images of them actually building up there right after the meeting, right, with Trump, how he said, oh, they're going to stop all that, and blah, blah, blah. I guess they're building it back up. So what's Trump got to say to that? A great meeting there, Trump. You really got what you wanted there. No, what you got is what you wanted. Exactly. Trump did get what he wanted. He wanted a meeting with Un so he could show off and say, hey, I'm going to work with him. He's a great guy, and we've all done bad things. And he just wanted a photo op, man, because his ego is so. I did something no other president has ever done. I met with Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. This is what Trump likes to do, things that no other president has ever done. But does anything really get done? I mean, we'll find out about this whole thing. I wonder how Trump's going to talk what Trump's going to talk to Putin about, too. What's that all going to be about? The Russian investigation? How's that going? So anyways, they're meeting in Helsinki on July 16th. I don't know, Matt. I don't know what's going on. Hey, check this out. This is interesting, because, I mean, living in the state of California is so effing expensive. It's crazy. Even living down here in Southern California, it's nuts. I don't care whether you live in the Inland Empire, Coachella Valley, Orange County, LA County, Ventura County. It's just it's difficult to live here just on a regular income. But check this out. This is crazy. Guess where you can earn $117,000, $117,000 a year and be considered low income? Where do you think that is? Well, it's in California. Where do you think? Of course, Silicon Valley, right? San Francisco. According to the U.S. Housing and Urban Development, you're low income if you're making anything less than $117,000. I mean, wow, man. I mean, talking about pricing somebody out of the market, that is insanity. And that's why people are like, it's weird. Everybody's saying, oh, we're leaving California, but they're not. They're coming here too. It's sort of a weird dynamic of people coming here and leaving. I think what they do is they come here and hang out for 2 or 3 years and go, listen, I can't stand this place, too much traffic, or it's too expensive. They want to get the California feel, the Southern California feel, or the California feel. They want to find out about the vibe and see if they can make it here. I want to be, how they, it's sort of like New York and New York City. Can I make it in New York City? Can I make it in New York? Well, it's the same thing here in California. Can I make it in Southern California? Can I do it? Can I become a star? Can I start a business here? And then after 2 or 3 years, like, man, this is crazy. Why am I killing myself over here? Where I was living before, I was spending $400 a month on a nice 2-bedroom apartment, instead of like 3,000, on Skid Row. So, anyways, yes, San Francisco, you're considered low income if you're making anything less than $117,000 a year, which I just find crazy. That is completely crazy and whacked out. Okay, also, I'm a big basketball fan. Huge. The Lakers. I mean, the Lakers have sucked for like the last. It's been so disappointing the last 4 or 5 years with the Lakers, and we had all that turmoil with Jim Buss and Jeannie Buss. Once Jerry Buss died, the owner of the Lakers, like the whole Laker franchise went down the tubes. Well, anyways, they brought Jeannie Buss fired Jim Buss, her brother. It's got to be a fun. Hey, let's go to Thanksgiving. Yeah, all right. Anyways, but she hired Magic Johnson. Now Magic Johnson, of course, is the legend of the Lakers. He's become basically a president of basketball operations. So we got the Lakers have like $70 million of salary cap space, and they can actually sign 2 major free agents. And everybody's thinking LeBron James is coming to the Lakers. Okay, everybody's all LeBron James. In fact, in Vegas, he's the odds-on favorite. Los Angeles is the odds-on favorite to get LeBron James. But I don't know, man. I don't know if that's going to happen because the Lakers the Lakers used to have this like style and energy and myth about how Hollywood and how great it was here, and the Laker franchise, and there was like a mystique about the Lakers. It's gone. I mean, I don't even feel the mystique of the Lakers anymore. And I'm a big I remember listening to Chick Hearn on my little yellow Panasonic transistor radio, and underneath my bed, before, because my mom made me go to bed at like 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock at night. So the Laker games would start around 8 o'clock at night. So I just take my little yellow transistor radio and listen to the games underneath my pillow and hear Chick Hearn with Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West and Gail Goodrich and all those great Laker teams, and even, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then went to Magic Johnson and James Worthy and all the great, and then Shaq and Kobe. I mean, the line goes on and on. But I don't feel that mystique anymore, because a lot of the NBA players used to. I mean, the first destination would be to come to Los Angeles. Not so much anymore. Seems like that mystique is gone. So, anyways, the big thing is like we got all this cap space, and Everybody's saying we're going to get LeBron James. I don't know, man. We may not get him. We need to sign another free agent. I guess LeBron James wants the Lakers to sign another free agent before another big-time free agent, another marquee player before he signs with the Lakers. Paul George, this is one bit of good news this morning. Paul George opted out of his contract with the Oklahoma City Thunder, so that might be the way to go. Maybe Paul George and LeBron James are also talking about Kawhi Leonard being traded. I would say if you want, and I guess San Antonio doesn't want to trade him to the Lakers, but let me just tell you that Lakers, sell the whole send the whole team, trade the whole team to San Antonio for Kawhi Leonard. We can get Kawhi Leonard, we can get Paul George and LeBron James, and put 2 other guys in there. I could play basketball with those 2 dudes, or 3 dudes. I mean, so we need to do that because we need the Laker mystique back. We need the Laker dynasty because, I mean, I used to watch every Laker game, man. I would never miss a Laker game. And literally in the last 4 or 5 years, I've literally watched maybe 5 or 6 games in those 4 years. And it's sort of disappointing because I'm like, oh, the Lakers are going to suck again. And, it used to be like we either won a championship or it was a terrible season. That was it. Now it's like, can we get into the playoffs? We can't even get to the friggin' playoffs. So hopefully LeBron James will sign with the Lakers, and we can start the dynasty all over again, right? We need to get that. So the free agency starts actually tomorrow, Friday, and we'll know by 4th of July. Supposedly by 4th of July, we will know whether LeBron James is a Laker or if I'll tell you one thing. There's only 2 teams he's going to go to. He's either going to go to the Lakers or he's going to go back to the Cavaliers, Cleveland, because I don't think he'll go anywhere else. I think it'll be the Lakers or go back to Cleveland. So we'll see what happens. But let's hope we get the dynasty back. We need the dynasty back because it's just been so disappointing to be a Laker fan for all these years, and then the last 4 or 5 years it's been a bummer, total bummer. And if you're a Laker fan, you know what I'm talking about. One other thing before I take a break, I guess this woman in Running Springs over there in San Bernardino County, and I looked these up on YouTube and all that. There's so many racist rants on YouTube. I mean, I could probably play like hours and hours of racist rants from people nowadays. It's so crazy. So I guess this woman told this woman and her son were working in Running Springs. I guess they were doing some gardening work or whatever. And this woman comes out of her house and just says, go back to Mexico and you're a rapist and stuff like that. Here's the audio of it if you want to hear it. Do we have it here? Hold on, let me play it.
Because we're Mexicans?
I heard her from the other side of the property yelling at my mom, go back to Mexico. And that's when I I rushed over and I said, hey, what's your problem? What's going on?
We're honest people right here. Rapists? How many people have I raped? How many drugs have I dealt? Oh, yeah? You believe everything you see on the news? You see how we're working hard right here?
What you're doing. You're also pulling it in everybody else's yard.
No, dígale, ella está viendo, dígale.
Look, here.
Dígale, ya vio que acabamos. No, dígale, dígale.
She came out of her home to, yell at my mom. She just started yelling and repeating that, and I'm just like, nobody yells at my mom like that. Sorry. Racism, in general, has happened to me. I have experienced it, but I've never experienced it. Someone yelling at my mom. She wanted to record it because she's seen this too many times.
Honest people right here. Rapists? How many people have I raped?
She was like, hey, if anything happens, we have it on video. And she wanted to show people that racism is alive today in 2018.
Ella está viendo, dígale.
Look, here.
Dígale, ya vio que acabamos.
But there you go. It is. And the crazy thing is that racism is alive in 2018. And, I went on YouTube to try to find this video. And there's like 30 videos of racist remarks from all over the country, all over the world. It's just, oh, thank you. You're right. All right. Anyways, it's crazy, man. Control Chaos. We'll be back after this.
San Bernardino and the world. It's Controlled Chaos. 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 Controlled controlled chaos.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. If you want to join my gang, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. If you want to be in the program where you feel you're so busy you don't have time to learn, you're so busy you don't have 2 seconds to give to it, then do my video program where I will take a stock like we took our oil stock. I do a video after my radio show on those couple stocks, and I explain what to do. It's like a self-help video, and it just tells you when to buy it, and then as we're going along, I'll tell you, okay, time to add to your position, or I may say it's time to take off some of your shares, or I'll say to you, it's time to run like hell. The biggest benefit is we're going to reach out to you, and we're going to help you, and then we hope you reach back and help St. Jude.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
I'm Jim O'Hare. I'm here to help raise awareness for CADASIL, a genetic disorder that affects 1 in 25,000 people. CADASIL can cause strokes in young adults, leading to memory loss and dementia. Patients may experience migraines with aura and mood disorders as early as 20 years old. Presently, CADASIL is being underdiagnosed and often misdiagnosed as MS or some other neurological disorder. So please visit curecadasil.org and learn more about this devastating disease and learn what you can do to help find a cure.
What was the toughest fight? What was the toughest fight you ever had?
The toughest fight that I've ever had, there was a combination. As my wife walked through here.
That's okay. That's all right. No biggie.
That's my wife, so excuse her. The toughest fight, Tommy Hearns, 1981. But then again, Roberto Duran, 1980, was an extremely tough fight. Benitez, 79, was amazing and very physical fight. You know.
What about Marvin Hagler?
Based on the circumstances, the fact that it was some 9 years later, whatever, that I fought him. I was 30, he was 32, 33, whatever. You know, it was tough, but Hearns, without question. Hearns and Duran were the far more physical fights.
I bet on you all the time, too. Thanks. You won me a lot of money.
Well, thank you. I didn't do too bad myself.
You did?
Okay.
The man that Howard Stern fired and said he would never work in radio again. That's right. It's the second coming of Gary Gardner.
That was the great Sugar Ray Leonard, one of my favorite all-time boxers. I miss boxing. You know, I was raised in boxing. My dad was a boxer, the state amateur middleweight champion in Florida, fought for MacDill Air Force Base out in Florida. So I had boxing gloves on at a young age. It was fun. Me and my brother used to knock the hell out of each other. My dad would get on his knees and, like, you know, jab us and stuff like that, pop us in the face. It was fun. Then I'd hit my dad with my boxing gloves. So, hey, listen, those are good lessons. Those are good life lessons. I remember those. It taught me to be tough and not take any crap from anybody, you know. All right, listen, coming up next, right after this show, it's called All Things PI with private investigator Scott Ross. He worked on the Bill Cosby case, Michael Jackson case, numerous cases. Today's guest is a famous attorney, Harlan Braun. So that's coming up right after the Controlled Chaos radio show, so stick around. I'll be back tomorrow for my last show. I'll be gone after Friday for a couple weeks. So I think tomorrow's show, I'm just going to run some interviews, some old celebrity interviews, and just have a good time, play some music, and just forget about all this chaos, uncontrolled chaos going on in our society. But people, please, don't think there's going to be a civil war out there, right? Please. Don't even think that. Come on now. There's way more important things to do in life. Take care of your family. Take care of your friends. Pet a dog. Give a homeless person $1. You know, feed your cat. You know, smile at somebody at the grocery store. Tell somebody hello. When you're walking by somebody, smile at them and say, good afternoon. Do something like that. That's more important than the hatred. There's just too much of it out there. All right, Control Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM. In the Inland Empire, I'm Gary Garver. I will be back manana. You guys have a great Thursday. Happy full moon, by the way. It's a full moon tonight.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway here. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have meaning. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misleading. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for me. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand up. It's whispered that soon, if we all call the June, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the